Let us do project 2. There is a data file here. There are instructions here. Raw data entry and formatting. Use the data given in the sheet and apply auto adjust column width. Columns are not seen. To get auto adjust, select these columns. In between any of the columns, double click. Entire thing there. Next item, cell borders for the header row. This is the header row. I need borders here. Home, make it bold, and then apply border. Date format DD MMMYY for this one. In that way, let us select this Control Shift down. Formatting can be in different methods. Format cells if it is custom, if it is date format. We can see the various date formats here. Let us check out each one of them. This will come DD MMYY. Suppose I select this one, let us say this way. Now I do not want this. I want the month name to come. The month name will come when I choose triple. So that is done. Currency format for the, so select these two, Control Shift down arrow, right click, format cells, currency, 0 decimal places. That is also done. Next, add a column GST. So I have column here, I'll add GST rate 15%. Calculate that here. Now is equal to this amount multiplied by GST, that is 18%. I'll get that value. Now another one will be amount plus this thing, so it will be like amount with GST. That is nothing but the amount here, amount here plus GST. Now that cell width has to be changed, so 74. Now this whole thing has to be copied into the entire sheet, entire data. So and select this one, double click. And same thing, I want rupee to come here. To go format cells, I can select here, and when you go to home, there is format painter. Double click on that. You get a brush here, and using that brush, select this entire thing. So that format will be painted all across. Amount with GS is also known. Compute total sales and total purchases using sum if formula. Let us use a sum if formula. Escape to get out of this. Sum if, say we want total of sales, and that is equal to sum if. Select this sum if and come here. Range is, my entire range from here is goes from here to, I need only up to amount. If I take along with the GST, I can take up to here, then come down to the 52nd row, 51st row. So that is my range. And what is the criteria? Criteria is I want it to be from, and what is that you need to range? I want it from J2 to J51 because I written J50 to 51 and sales amount is only from the J column. So this gives me sales. Now instead of sales, I want purchases. Heading to purchase. Now if I copy this from down, then you'll see that now here it is from B2 to J51 and sale. Now if I copy this, just drag it, what happens here? This comes to B3 to J52 and J3 to, I don't want. I need to freeze this first. For that is function key F4 and also function key F4. And this also function key F4. So now even if you copy, nothing will happen. No change will happen in that. Now let me copy from here. I get the same amount. That's because I'm still, formula says sales. Now the sales has to be changed to purchase. I get the purchase amount. I want to see whether the total is, how much is the total. I can copy this one and it is 8887. And similarly here, if I say I don't have to do anything, I just have to this one, same thing. So my sales so much, and if I do not want this decimal places extra, same method. I can come here, home, and reduce this. Yes. So that takes care of summary formula. Gross profit, if I want to make out, that is subtract sales minus purchase. Now let us also do this is with the GST, without GST. Total sales before GST instead of like the same thing, Control C, Control V. Only thing the data for sales amount without GST is in H column. So I have to change this instead of one that remain, let it remain here. So let me make this one as H. One as H. So that is without the GST. If I copy this down, make this purchase, that comes to 346. Even this sales is less, purchase is more. So here it is in loss, this is also in loss. So either way, so this is total sales by Singapore, and this is total purchase before GST. So profit, suppose I say profit is sales minus purchase is equal to this this minus purchase, no, around is equal to purchase how much I have I purchased for 346 and I sold it for this one. Yes, it's correct. So this is L. So we have to say L8. L8 minus L9. So it's coming into loss. And if I want to highlight this loss, I can go to format cells. One method by which negative with minus sign and the red sign, both are there. And of course, this is again formatting as format painter. All this can be made as here, of course, just right click, format cells, choose this one separately. That is the answer for this gross profit in this case. Highest sales amount using max. So there is some command called max if. Yes, max if. And what is that? It wants where do you want to search for the max from? I want to search from. Then the criteria. Criteria is here. Criteria is in my B column. I don't have to. That is, I can just copy this B to B51. I want sales. And that gives me the maximum sales amount. Now is equal to min AFS. I want the minimum of the range. Want the minimum from up to 51. Up to 51. Then it is criteria range. Criteria is 5000 B. So I can just type it B2 to B51. And then last is criteria 1. I want purchase. Here when I write separately myself, I have to write it within the inverted commas. By selecting from the command, there is no problem. The menu item. So here it comes. This is a minimum. Purchase is a maximum. Sales. Okay, that's done. Count if sales invoice and purchase invoices. So is equal to count if how many are sales, how many are purchases. So this is from B2 to B2 to B51. What do I want? I want sales. And this is count if again B2 to B51 inside inverted commas purchase. How many are the purchase types? How many are the And 26 plus 24 is 50, and 50 plus heading is 51. So you get 50. Okay, that's correct. Now comes filtering and sorting. Now we have to take one care about it. Once is suppose when you select control A, even this gets data. This is not data, this is our analysis. So let us insert one column here. Insert. Insert. That this data is separated from the analysis. Now when I say control A, only this might get selected. Now I'm here. I want to sort this data and filter. First filter, let us do the filter part. Filter comes in data, filter, filter. Then you can see that small little downward looking triangles coming here. So that is indication that filter is on, but you're not selected any particular criteria for filter. And select sales only above 50,000. First, let me select sales and sort out only the sales part of it. I want only sales. Within sales, I want amount greater than 50,000. So number filters above greater than or equal to 50,000 will give me an indication that it is filtered. This color changes to blue and only this much is there. So that is, and some of the rows are hidden, so my instructions are also hidden there. Now let me, how to get out of this filter. Either I can go here and click and remove all of them. Another method is come to data and say clear. So the filter is removed. That is how you do or removing filter. So we have sales data in the descending order of amount. So let us again go for sorting now this time. That is data sort. Now my data is, so I have to select sales first. Voucher type comes from there. Let it be A to Z. Then I add one more level, and that level is amount with GST, smallest to largest, whatever is given there. So within the purchase, it is in the descending order. Within the sales, again in the descending order. If you want in a different order, you can change accordingly. So descending, that is in the ascending order. Now I need to change it instruction. So go for the same thing, data, sort, do sort of smallest to largest, I'll make it largest to smallest. And if you want sales to come first, then instead of Z to A, it is Z. Let's see, data, sort, this is A to Z. Now this I voucher type, if say Z to A, P will come first, will come second. So data sort. So we have data sorted as per the instructions there. There's something known as protecting the worksheet. So for that, you have to just go to view and protect sheet and select locked cells, unlocked cells. And then it will ask you whether you want view and protecting. So it also give an option for you to select a password. Suppose I say password 123, just for the sake of it, never use 123 as password, use any complicated password. So again, you have to re-enter it. Now I can't do any changes here. It will say you can't change it. So in case somebody has to change it, they have to go to review and unprotect. And if there is a password, it will ask for the password. If you only give the password, suppose you send it to somebody and ask that want that particular person to change this data, you can also send the password. Right now, let me unprotect, otherwise it will not allow me to do anything. It's unprotected. That is done. Now comes last part, pivot table. Inside the pivot table, total sales by product name. So for that, be in the data somewhere. Insert pivot table and A1 to A51 is there. And I can have a choice whether I want the pivot table in a new worksheet or existing worksheet. To be able to make it neat and clean, let us have it in a different worksheet. So new worksheet, automatically create one worksheet here, and it will give me all those things. Suppose I want voucher type, that is sales and purchases. And according to that, what is the amount with before GST, let us say. So this is one data. Now to create another, I can just copy this and paste it here. It will duplicate of that. But now this time I do not want only these two. I also want account name. The account name I do not want in the rows because automatically it's coming here. I want that as a column. I can bring it to column. So different people what they have purchased. The total amount purchased by ABSC is this much, sale is this much, etc. Different accounts. Now, if I want some other data also to come there, product name is also there. I can give product wise, and I want the product to be in the column. I can put it here. So all sort of combinations can be there. I do not want account name there, so I can remove the account name from there. Just be putting it back here. So purchase sales laptop wise. Now here purchase and sales. Let us say only, let me copy this again. It's already copied, I think. Control P. Now let us take, I do not want, I want product name. Product name for sales, product name for and sales. Let it come to sales is right now in here. Let me come in columns. So one column for these are the items. These are the items. One column for sales is here. One column for purchase is here. Now it says I want to make a graph. In that case, this is better in this manner. Create a column chart showing sales for each product. Sales for each product. So we have these are the row labels. These are the press control. And now we say insert this graph. This is a column chart. This is a bar chart, 2D bar. So let me select only the column chart. Laptop, it is giving purchase also, also. I do not want purchase in this column. I can remove this. Not correct. So this has become a column chart which includes both purchase and sales. If I say select data, purchase, I do want to. Let me copy this data. Sometime when you do it in pivot, it creates problem. So let me select this one and sales. Let me just write is equal to, it is dynamic and copy down. So if this changes, this also will change. Otherwise, so now I have created a data as a replicate of this data, which is dynamically linked because it is equal to C20. Whatever is in C22 is here. Whatever in C23 is here. Whatever in C26 is. I could have done this one also. So let me copy to this. So anything changes there, it will change here also. Now let us make this insert graph here. So I got a graph, sales graph. Now I want to put format data labels. I can put add data labels. Format axis. Right click on this one. Format axis. So here display units is nil right now. I do not want such big figures to come there. Millions will be too big, so thousands is okay. So now it will give me thousands, and I can again format axis thousands, and I do not want, I want number decimal to be, this is number, and I do not want decimal place. So I want this one only. So I select this one. decimal, this is number, and decimal place equal to 0. This is all 998,000, etc., etc. Now here I can remove this. I can remove this grid lines. I can have different designs for my thing. I can choose this various types of graphs I can choose. There is one place where I can choose a three-dimensional type of thing also. So all those are possible. So try out whichever comes good to you. That is one graph. Similarly, you can do other graphs. What are the other instructions here? Let me remove this one here. Data instructions. We have done the column chart. Stacked bar chart is when both are together. I can use the existing data here. So suppose I take this third stacked bar chart, purchase and sales. And the concerned legend shows which is sales. A red color is sales and this color is purchase. So that is stacked bar. So let us say make a pie chart for this one. Insert pie chart for customers, is it? Pie charts for customers. So customers I must have a yes, but I do not want laptops. So I want customer wise. I had to create one pivot table. Let us control C. Let us come to control V. Here I want account name, and I do not want product. So supply. So here I want only these two items. So let me select this and sales column. Control C, or we can say copy. Right click copy. Here come right click paste special paste link. So I got a data of customer wise purchase. Now using this data, all this using this data, I want to make a pie chart. Insert pie chart. So pie chart is here. So I can insert a pie chart. And here I can put data labels, add data labels. It only gives me the values, but percentage is not there. Now comes to format data label. I want value and percentage. And then how do I want the percentage to come? Separator. I want separator to be a new line. So this comes to sales and percentage wise for different distributors, LMN, etc. That finishes this. So we have finished all that is required. Practice.